Hey there, this is Steve Horseman. Brother, if you've ever had any doubt about how much I love you, man, this video will prove it. I'm out here on a rock in the middle of nowhere, about 10 minutes behind my house, holding a metal pole in my hand, and I could get hit by lightning anytime. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want to share this rock here with you in about 14 days. Yeah, it's my June men's retreat thing I'm going to talk about in this video. And I want you here. I don't care where you live, man. This is worth it. If you don't think it's worth it, think about walking out here with a beer in your hand and a couple of good buddies and talking about anything you want to talk about. No judgment. This is what it's all about. Why do I do this? The other day I was at Old Chicago's in Old Town Fort Collins. I was talking to a guy who's thinking of hiring me. He hasn't done it yet, but he's in a bad way. And he's exactly where I was 5 years ago. And how I knew that is what he said. He said, you know, Steve, what I'm tired of is waiting around and waiting for my wife to tell me how the rest of my life is going to go. And I immediately knew where he was. Now, this guy is at a point of maybe divorce, maybe not. But this whole waiting and wondering where our life is going and how it's going to turn out and putting it in the hands of other people because we don't have our own plan. That's what this treat's all about. It's called Creating the Life You Really Want. Now, I'll put some links at the bottom of this newsletter for you to look at more details. But the reason I do this is because I had men do this for me years ago. Almost 5 years ago, I was at the point of wondering where my life was going. What I wanted more conviction in where I was going. I wanted more confidence in where I stand in things and what I believe and what I want. And I wanted more of my manly mojo when it comes to my intimate life and sex. And all of those things were just jacking with me. And I was just playing small. And of course, I faced divorce too, like the guy I talked to the other night. And what I realized 5 years ago is that I had been playing small for a long, long time. What I want to do in this retreat is help up to 10 men come out here to a place like this and realize that there are a few excuses that we have when we end up playing smaller than we want to. And sometimes all it takes is a few good men to kick the ass of those excuses and challenge you and come up with a plan that's actually doable, to actually create the life you want and get the things you want and become the man you want to be. Now let me tell you why men fear coming to retreats like this. One, it's an investment. It's a whopping $297, right? But that's not the deal. The deal really is that we're scared. We're scared about admitting we need help. We're scared of showing up as maybe the weakest man in the crowd. We're scared of having a story that maybe we're ashamed of. And believe me, I get it. The other thing we're afraid of is getting approval from our wife or from ourselves. We come up with excuses like, let me ask the boss. Let me see if I can get a kitchen pass. Let me get some permission to see if I can get away that weekend. And the truth is, and the ladies watching this will confirm it, the truth is that she is just as tired of seeing wishy-washy, indecisive, lack of confidence in you as anything. I know. I was that guy. I was wishy-washy, not confident. I couldn't make decisions. I sought approval. I sought permission. I tried to live the happy wife, happy life myth until I found out that a man of confidence, a man of mojo, a man of certainty, a man with a plan is exactly what your woman wants. It'll be hard for her to tell you that, but they tell me that. And so that's part of what we're going to work on here. We're going to talk about your career. We're going to talk about your job and how you're playing there. We're going to talk about parenting. We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about your life plan and how you can show up bigger and stronger and more confident and develop a sense of yourself and a sense of non-negotiable boundaries and principles that you want to live your life by. And how you're going to show up more attractively in your intimate life. I don't know when lightning's going to strike, so I guess I should end this. The retreat is on June 25th, 2016. It's here about 45 minutes northwest of Fort Collins. $297 covers a big lunch, a free happy hour, overnight camping. Maybe right over here is where there's a good camp spot right over there for you. Don't worry about the rattlesnakes. The mountain lions don't eat them all. I love that joke. Anyway, I'd love to see you here. If you can't make this one, make the July one. And if you can't make the July one, make the August one. But let's talk about excuses. Let's talk about why we say, oh, maybe not, maybe next time, maybe later, maybe after I find time or my wife gives me a kitchen pass. Let's lose the excuses. Let's help each other find our manly mojo and get back on track. I'd love to sit here on this rock with you in 14 days and have a beer and a conversation. It's powerful stuff. Take care, brother. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.